please do not unmute your device. We will be doing it for you. I will be giving you guys the floor, and then you guys have to speak. Do not speak at the same time. Are we cleared? Thank you. So we have our Barazza delegates here, and they will be discussing with you guys. Hi, say hi. Yeah, they say hi. Yeah. So we will be giving the floor to our groups, and they'll be discussing about their own topics. And after that, we will be giving you the floor to talk. Are we all cleared? Great. So let's start. Let's start with this group.
Hi, I'm Vivek. I'm from the Barazza Abraham Lincoln. So uh, we were discussing about good citizenship, right? In our discussion, we came up with we discussed the problems of what a bad citizen does to the community, to the society, to the environment as a whole. All right. So কি আর কত গাছে এটা ও ঠিক আছে মুকলা so the problems we face is corruption. In our discussion we discussed our like the corruption we're facing and the inefficiency we're facing is brutal. It's it's having a huge negative impact on our society as a whole. So what we discussed is we could have like large inefficient not-for-profit organizations who can tackle the problems of bad citizens and overcome their problems and have a good society and environment as a whole. So having non-for-profit huge, but they need to be inefficient and like properly organized in order to properly overcome and tackle the problems of a bad citizen has on the society. You know, that, yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it for our Barazza involving good citizenship, and I'll like to hand over the mic to another Barazza.
Thank you, guys. I'm handing over the mic to another Barazza group. Please introduce yourself.
Um, we're the Barazza group, which has been given the topic of team building. We have discussed and came up with a bunch of points. Um, good team building pretty much has confidence building of the other team members. Like, say, if I complimented one of my team members' skills on something, they would have more confidence in that and would probably do a better job in it. Uh, Also, equal sharing of the load would also help, because if one person does all the work and the others just relax, it wouldn't be really fair to that one person. Um, Also, tough calls have to be made by the leader. Say someone is good at one job in the team, but they would want to do another job. The leader would have to tell them to do the job they're good at, even though it would probably hurt that team member. So that's pretty much it. And I would like to hand over the mic to another Barazza.
Thank you. Can I have another speaker?
Hi guys, I'm Radif Ahmed from Barazza Wadia Mathai. We have discussed with the Genesis Global School already, and our topic was environmental stewardship. We have decided the concerning issues for our country and their country. we decided for our country it was global warming, which was the most concerning one, and for their country it was deforestation. We have decided the effects and of how global warming affects my country and how deforestation have affected their country. Global warming has widespread impact in our country, and there are many effects, including our country is a coastal region located, and it has affected the food security concerns of our country. The agriculture sector have been widely impacted, with irrigation being a problem. Our country's populations is highly increasing in a massive rate, and with such an increase in population, it would be difficult for us if we are not concerning about the environment. So our government has come to many solutions for this global warming. We have invested in many parts of of this issue, including we have spent many on the development of cyclone shelters and pre-warning systems, and we have also invested in other issues like shrimp culture is a massive reason why there's global warming in our country, deforestation including. So I hope Genesis Global School comes to solutions to deforestations and the other issues in their country. Thank you.
Well spoken. Can I have another speaker?
Um, Hi guys. I'm Akil from Barazza, Caroline Miles. Caroline Miles. Okay. So we were discussing like what we could do in the future, other than donating money to serve communities. So the Krishna Kumari girls they came up with a solution, and yeah, you can like discuss more about it. Thank you.
Um, Thank you, speakers. I would like to give the floor to Amisha from ISG. Can you please start?
The topic was team building, and basically having a good leader to bring people together helps a lot in building a team. And one, you should be able to put different minds together to work for the same cause, which is very important in a team. And identifying the strengths and weaknesses of each member and then using that for the advantage of the team is also a important aspect. Then there's good communication skills amongst the team members, and confidence building, as the delegate had mentioned earlier. And that's it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Amisha. We'll be moving on. And Amisha, could you please move a little left so that we could actually see your face?
Is that
Um,
okay?
Still can't see you. Can I? I'm giving
Better?
the floor. I'm giving the floor to our KKGPS. So, guys, can you please start? Yeah, Amisha, thank you. Better.
So we talked about how kind of we can serve our community, and how we talked about that money being an important part of the donating process. It can be misused as well. So how we should kind of involve ourselves physically, emotionally, and kind of be there just so that people not only get the support that they need through kind of knowing that we are there, but also for our own selves, so that we know that the kind of resources that we are providing are not misused in any way or sense.
See, we are living in a society where money has become such a huge thing, and no one gives importance to emotions and humanity. So we basically discussed about how emotionally we can provide support to people, also financially, because we have done many programs where we have given support financially to people. But I think it's more important to give food, clothes, blankets to people, which we know that it will not be used in the wrong way. And
Kind of, we know that we can hand money in their hands, but kind of if we were to see them face to face and tell them that you can have dreams and that you can believe in yourself, it's something more important and more beautiful than what we've ever experienced.
we also talked about the beauty of community service and the amazing experience you have when you're one on one, and how like you may give money and you won't have any emotional connection to it, but if you go and you see what they live with, you actually feel it inside. You get sensitized, as they say.
Humanity is all about spreading happiness and joyousness between the people and spreading the resources that we have within ourselves, and spreading joy and smiles on their face is exactly what community service is, according to me. We also talked about how charity is not only something we do at school, it's also something we do individually. As charity, we also know that charity also begins at home, so we talked about the initiatives we have taken ourselves.
Like, not only by donating, we can also help by making everyone happy. And I don't think that financial support is really important, but just being there with them in their difficult as well as happy times is also help.
And we've kind of started with this new program where we will be teaching one-on-one to people actually who need it, and it's the each one teach one, and it's something that is spreading to each and every student, which is allowing around 2 lakh people to be educated in our area, and generating awareness as well about it. So yeah, we kind of believe that it is our duty, and not only that, but our rights and duties go together. But sometimes we forget that our duties, that we put our rights before the duties that we have. We need to go along with our rights, that we can live however the way we want, but also remember that we have a duty, that we are given the resources by our situations and by the circumstances that we were born in, so that the duty that we have is to share these resources with everybody that actually requires it. So we practice our rights along with our duties.
So okay, so not only we are providing knowledge to people, we have also started like it was for long back we started servicing projects when we became the member of Round Square. So we started from our school. So basically there are many days when we help the Baijis and the Bhayajis and the workers of our school in their work. Even in hostels, all the students work for the cleaning and sweeping. Many are times when they are not financially good, it happens when their family members dies and stuff. Our school provide them financial help also. But you can see around our school that all the students are always friendly with the workers. They go and talk to them. They discuss their problems because as they are first elders, so they know about life more than us. So we also share our problems. We provide them financial support. In our school, all the children of workers are taught on a very nominal price. Yes.
So kind of, not only do we provide them financial help, emotional help, we also give them the respect that they deserve. Because their work is, at the end of the day, work itself. So they deserve the respect that anybody should deserve.
Great job, guys. A round of applause for them. RKK GPS. Great job,
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Yeah. So, does anyone have any point or anything to say against them, or any question for them? You can raise your hand if you have anything to ask them. Everyone. Does anyone have any questions to ask them? I'm giving the floor to Aishwarya from ISG. Can you please discuss with us your point?
Teamwork, working together towards a common vision is the definition of teamwork. Building a team is a very important part of teamwork. People must work together instead of individually. An ideal team works together, stays together, and achieves together. Accomplishing something together further instills one sense of unity. It identifying strengths and weaknesses of every member. Identifying strengths and weaknesses of every member and using it for the benefit of the team is an important aspect. At the end of the day, the team victory is what matters and not a particular individual. Uh, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishwarya. I would like to give the floor to Genesis Global School now. Yes, Genesis Global School, you can speak.
Our topic was team building. So first of all, we discussed why is team building necessary as a whole. What is a team? A team is a group of people which have a common goal and they work towards that goal. And team building helps in getting that motivation between these people and getting that motivation which leads to achieving that goal more.
Can you please go a little slower?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I was saying
No
was
problem.
what a team is a group of people who are working towards a certain goal. Now, through team building, this helps in getting the motivation which the whole team needs in working towards a common goal because everybody has the same goal in mind. Everybody wants to achieve the same thing together, and this actually increases the efficiency. And also, we talked about that how every person is unique. So every person may have a different perspective in terms of the other person, and each and every person has a unique skill set which they can contribute to the team as a whole, and they can increase the efficiency. And also, it is necessary for good communication skills because through team building, each of the team members get to know each other better, and hence there's good communication and there's trust being built between the team, and which is necessary in order to accomplish a goal efficiently. And also, it builds, as one of the delegates previously said, it also builds leadership qualities because see, being a leader does not mean that we need to boss around or put the other team members down. We still have to work together, but you just have to give the direction to the team. And each and every member, I believe, learns that through team building skills. So that is what we discussed overall in terms of team building.
Thank you, Genesis Global School. I hope you have already seen. I hope you have already seen the video of our honorable speaker, the founder of Jago Foundation, Korvi Rakshan. Do you think he's an ideal leader, or he can actually lead the team properly? Proper example of a leader and a proper team builder.
Yes, I think so because I can speak, right? Yeah, yeah. Okay, so I believe that the Honorable Minister is a good leader simply because, see, he had an idea in mind once he met that child that who asked him to be his father. He once had that idea in mind, and hence he started executing that idea. He already used to do a lot of social service at school since class grade 10, I believe, and grade 7, in fact, I'm sorry. And he used to constantly work towards social service. And now, once he has the resources which he needs, it is necessary. He can be a good leader because he has used those resources to achieve a common goal and collect together the people who have the same goal as well.
So, do you think a team needs a good leader to function, or a team can run on its own without a good leader?
I didn't quite get that question because you cut in the
I'm
middle.
repeating the question again. Do you think
Yeah.
to be a great team or a good team, you need a good leader, or a good team can run on its own without a good leader?
I believe a good team can run it on its own without a proper leader because see, each and every one of us has a unique skill set, and each and every one of us have different ideas altogether. So, if a team, let's say, is going wrong, so one of the others who feels that it's wrong will actually put forward this idea that no, we are not going in the right direction. And if it's a good team, they will listen, they will discuss, and they will argue, and they will come up with solutions in order to solve the problem.
I would like to give the floor to RKKGPS. You guys have a question?
To some point with the Genesis Global School, but there will always be one or two people in the team who will not be able to cooperate with the other members. So I believe a team leader is very important for a team because if that person possesses the perfect quality of a team leader, he can like connect everyone.
And the point about the uniqueness, that each person is unique. Of course, uniqueness does play a role in kind of bringing the team together, but every more often than not, this uniqueness may even distribute these people. So a leader is the one who kind of gets these unique people together. Without a leader, maybe they won't even go in the right direction. For example, the Jallikattu kind of protests that were happening, they were more kind of happening towards the leaderless direction, but at the end, because a lot of the wrong people got involved, and the right people that were supposed to keep them off were not involved, so therefore it led to violent protests, didn't it?
And we have to admit, if we're doing a group project, someone or the other will assume the role of a group leader, even if they're not named one. There will be someone who'll be like, okay, you do this, you do that, and like everybody work together. So at the end, there is going to be a leader somehow at the end of it.
Because each person is not each person cannot be a leader, and kind of some people do need the directions to go in the right way. A leader is not supposed to be bossy, but rather just give them key, do like this is the right way and go this way. So yeah,
A leader can also like it's necessary for a leader to provide motivation to the team members.
Yeah, thank you so
Um,
much.
Thank you. Genesis Global School, I'll get back to you later. We're running a little short of time. So I would like to give the floor to the Punjab Public School. Can you hear us? The Punjab Public School.
Actually, we all have some of the other strengths in us. So we should work as a team so that all those strengths which are within us should gather up and could do something good to some of the other person in this world who's waiting for us to help them. Thank you.
Can you please introduce yourselves first?
Hi, I'm Arshdeep from Punjab Public School now.
And the rest of the members?
I'm Anika. I'm Radhya.
I'm Gulshan. I'm Navali. I'm Harbu. I'm Dipanshu. I'm Jaswant. Jaspreet.
Hi everyone. Welcome to the virtual conference again. Thank you for your views. We'd like to move on and give the floor to Anil Kumar Saini at BPS. Can you start with introducing yourselves?
Yeah, the school name is Birla Public School. I am Robbie Kiran Reddy. He, my friend, is Raghavendra Yadav. And then Agish Chaudhary. Arshit Chadha. Rishi Raj. Ritik Pathak. Rishabh Kumar. Gaurav Tandon. Hagesh Tikram. Keep going.
Hi. Hi, guys.
Yes.
Welcome to the conference, a virtual conference. Can you please discuss about your points, your topic?
Yeah, we discussed about good citizen. Who's a good citizen? How is a good citizen made? What are the problems in a country, and why is it that crimes take place, and why are there people known as bad citizens, and how can we come out of these type of problems? This is what we discussed.
Thank you. Anyone has any points for them? Nothing. So let's move on. I'll give the floor to Unadi from ISG. Yes, you can speak. We can't hear you, Unadi. Can you hear us? Sorry, Unadi, we can't hear you.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Unnati from ISG, and over here we have discussed some points, and we've come to the that we've discussed about how important teamwork is and what we can do to build a team, a strong team. And teamwork is important because working together towards a common goal can help all of us achieve our goals and our dreams. And it's not just one person that gets the credit; it's the whole team, and we succeed as a whole. And we can build a good team by ensuring that each person gets a fair chance to express their opinion. It's not just the opinion of one person; it's the team as a whole. And also, we can the benefit of working as a team is that you can discover different perspectives and learn to appreciate them. It's not just your ideas; it's everyone's ideas that are coming together. So this is what we've discussed. Thank you.
Thank you for your views. Um, does anyone have any questions for her? I would like to give the floor to RKKGPS. Yes, you can go.
What is that one characteristic, according to you, that a leader should possess?
Unadi.
I'm asking the question to ISG.
Yep.
Yes, a leader should have a clear vision as to what their goal is, and he should know how to implement. Leader should have a clear vision, and leader should be a person who knows how to implement it. Not everyone has the ability to know how to take the team in one direction and how to implement their goal. This is each person's view, not just one person, and it doesn't favor anyone.
Just one more question. What about the failure of a leader? Kind of, we always say that the failure of a team may allow it to go further and learn further. But if a team leader fails, it's looked upon and it's seen as completely bad. When can't we take it in a way that a leader also learns while on the way? So, your opinions?
Yes, we can. A leader is allowed to make mistakes. It's not necessary that a leader cannot make mistakes. Each person has their flaws, and a leader could also make mistakes. And we should just learn from our mistakes.
Any more questions, guys?
No, thank you.
Thank you. Can I have the Punjab Public School to elaborate more about their views? Punjab. Yes. Punjab Public School, please elaborate on your views.
Face there.
So like the parties fail when the leaders are not working well. So leadership is very important because they hold every member in everyone together in the whole government because we require it. And of course, leadership is very important because they hold every person's individual goals are collectively combined into a common goal. And that's what I have to say. Thank you.
There must be mutual understanding between the people who are working as a team. Thank you.
Any questions? No question. Yep. I'm giving the floor to RKK GPS School.
So what if you do not agree with your own leader? How do you like kind of approach the leader in a way that kind of you still keep the team together? You don't want to break it. So what if you don't agree with your own leader?
Yes, Punjab Public School delegates, you can speak.
Yeah, so we should have a mutual understanding, like between the leader and the team. We should definitely, and if we don't agree to the leader, we should probably have a group talk because it will help. If we don't understand each other, there's not going to be anything coming out of it which is positive. Thank you.
Okay, my question to you is leadership are, do you think that leadership qualities are behind the success of any institution?
Could you please repeat the question?
RKK GPS School, could you please repeat the question?
My question to you is that are leadership qualities behind the success of an institution?
Yes, of course it is.
Yes, Punjab Public School, you can answer.
Can you elaborate, please?
Because it's the leader who guides us when we go wrong.
It's the institution which holds the whole responsibility, and we have to have a leader which is really responsible to the whole institution to the progress. That's what
So do you want a leader that is more accommodative or someone who is more goal driven or strict or kind of does want to, not in a strict or bossy way, but kind of wants to achieve their goals, or rather an accommodative leader who listens to everybody but may not be so goal driven?
He should be both, like harsh and some. If we do something wrong, he should be harsh and be straightforward to what we do wrong. And if we're doing something good, he should appreciate.
I'm giving the floor to Birla Public School.
RKK GPS, the first question RKK GPS asked was that what if the leader doesn't just approves or accepts with whatever you say or doesn't go with what you say? But how would you accept someone as the leader when you don't accept, when you don't go with them or her? I mean, when your views are not same, how would you accept him or her as a leader?
But a team is made up of different people. Each person can have their own views, and therefore each team would have different opinions. There is no way in this universe that we could get exactly the same people with exactly the same ideas to go along. Of course, there will be similarities, but there will be differences, won't there?
Yes, Birla Public School, you can speak.
Speaking to that, I don't think in nowadays in a group of 10 people, one of a person stands up and says, "I'm the leader," and the rest of the night will go say, "Yes, you're the leader." No, I guess there will be some kind of voting. No, that we are all global. We live in democracy, so we tend to do everything in a democratic manner. Fine. Now there are situations when your leader comes over terms or decisions that the whole team is not agreeing to it or comfortable with it. But then if a leader is doing something and he has been elected by you, then obviously he would be doing it for some good cause.
That is agreed to. We never actually went against that idea.
Yeah, fine.
We
So,
agreed with
and yeah, one more thing. You just said that how would a group member approach a leader? In today's modern world, I don't think somebody thinks leader of a superior person on the basis of providing views. I don't think so. Yeah, coming upon like accepting views, yeah, he has a veto, but giving a view, I don't think a leader has a veto. Exactly.
Excuse me, sorry, I did not understand your point. Can you repeat it, please?
So fine. Now, what happens is a leader is very strong at actually keeping his point. But if the group members have some other points of views, they can obviously present it to the leader like a common person or a common teammate. You know, because I don't think in today's date anyone thinks of a leader as somebody as a king or some president or something. They keep him at a common platform while presenting their views. So I don't think anyone must be uncomfortable while doing so.
So, do you think that it's a good thing or a bad thing that leaders are not as powerful as they used to be?
What's wrong in I never said a leader is not powerful. I just said that when it comes to providing views, people or group members are not actually scared to present their views. They can casually go to the leader and tell the view. That's it.
But don't you think it'll be harder to control a team if you're that easily approachable? Don't you think people will walk over you?
Why would it be? Don't you approach a school prefect or school captain casually?
But again, we have to kind of understand the unique situation that sometimes it is important to kind of be stricter, and or else, for example, a teacher controls around 40 children. If she were to be as nice as your own mother, wouldn't that class go bonkers?
I would love to give the floor to Ashwarya from ISG.
My question is how would you be able to bring about a sense of understanding among the members?
Excuse me, Ashwarya from ISG. Can you please let me know who you're asking the question to?
My question is to Punjab's public school.
Punjab Public School, could you please answer?
Can you please repeat the question again?
Ashwarya, can you please repeat the question?
Yes. How could you bring about a sense of mutual understanding among the members?
The sense of mutual understanding among the members. Yes, Punjab Public School.
A sense of mutual. Speaking of that, when people end up in a team, I don't think they end up in a team with different views. If they have similar views, then obviously they will have mutual understanding.
Birla Public School, I will give you the floor later. She asked the question to Punjab Public School. I'll give you the floor after this. Yes, Punjab Public School, you can speak.
So we require team discussion for that. We need to lay down every point, what everyone thinks, and make a conclusion to what it takes. And therefore, you get we get valuable points to what everyone should work on. We get to know each other differences. We get to know each other's positivity and similarities, differences. Everything works out, and there you go.
And that's how we stand together. Thank you.
I would love to give the floor to Ananya from ISG. Do you have a question? Ananya, we can't really hear you. We'll just switch to.
Hello.
Ananya, can you hear us? Yes, I think we can hear you.
Yes, I can.
Yep, perfect.
I have a general opinion to make. It's that in a team, a leader keeps changing according to different scenarios and situations. As in every situation, there is another person who is stronger in the said situation. there's not one leader
Um, Ananya, we can't hear you. Anyone has to. Anyone has to. Anyone wants to discuss or prove a point? Build a public school. You wanted the floor. I'm giving you the floor.
Hello.
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 Yes.
Do we have the time to speak? Yes, bro. Yes.
Yes, you have the floor, bro. Um, I'm giving the floor to Genesis Global School. They would like to say something.
Yeah, so I wanted to talk about the leadership point again, as said by RKK GPS. The thing is, it is in nowadays you don't need a single particular leader in order to lead an organization. One of the prime examples which I give is of the joint stock company. There's not a single person who runs the company. There's a whole group of people who go get together and work for the company. So why is it that we need a single particular leader? Why cannot be in it in a open platform discussion way? And as also the Bill of Public Schools said, that leaders, even if the leaders are there, they need to be more approachable. What I'm getting, and I wanted to ask this to the RKKPS team, is that don't you think that a dominating leader will do more harm than good in today's time?
Why is the leader seen as this Hitler figure? I don't understand. But what we're trying to say is that we're not going the extreme way by saying that the leader should be the one and control of all the things, but rather the one who has the reins and helps people. For example, our country is a democratic one, India itself. We have the prime minister, but the states have their powers too, don't they? But the center is the one that actually brings all these states together and keeps these states together. Does not mean that the states do not have their own powers. It is in that sense that we are going.
Taking the same example, it's not the Prime Minister itself who is making the laws and the rules, it's the whole Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. So why is it that this particular leader is being given all of the rights and stuff?
We never said that. I'm sorry. We never placed the leader as somebody unapproachable or somebody as the highest power. He is part of the team and shall remain a part of the team. It is that our point has been taken, I guess, in a very kind of literal sense. We are talking about the same point that a leader is supposed to be a part of the team. He is the team. He is just trying to get the team together and work together. He is not some godly figure that stays above all of them. He is beneath, he's along with all of the team members.
Well,
Yes, yes, you can speak.
all that our simple point is that a team is only brought together by a leader. That's all. It just a team is
The uniqueness should be embraced, and that uniqueness can be a part of the team, but the uniqueness can go in different directions as well. To keep that in one direction, the leader comes in. That is all we have to say.
But won't that go regardless? Won't they go different ways regardless? As Bill of Public School also made an example that the leader may have a different opinion than the other team members. So won't it go regardless in different directions? So why do we need a set particular leader, and why can't a group as a
So
whole?
you say that we do not even have a leader. We should let it. There is a river, and it has its bound. Kind of, it has been held by its banks. We do not even have the bank. Let the river flow wherever it wants to.
I'm
At
not
least,
saying that. I'm simply saying
at least some sort of help from a leader would be better than having no kind of direction.
what I'm saying is that
Whole team of one single pathway. Why is that so wrong? Why is everything so much based upon the leader? Why do we think that only the leader is the person who can set you on the right path? Why can't people in a single team think of the same way? This is what the This is what sportsmanship is known about. the whole team is about. This is what team is all about. Now, speaking of that, now I don't know how many of you watch sports, team sports in particular. Now, if a certain team loses, what happens is the whole world points out at the leader like this and the captain was bad. But when the team
I'm
wins,
sorry to interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. Birla Public School, you have to be speak a little slower. A little slower.
okay, fine, fine, done. Okay, now speaking of having a leader and not having a leader, I would just say that in a team there are 10 people or 20 people or 5 people or whatever, but all of those have a common type of thinking, common path of thinking. Now why is it the leader is supposed to set a path for them? Why can't they themselves be all tied up? It's not necessary that you need a team leader for everything. The team leader is just a representative. Yeah, exactly. But the team is a team because it has its own common views and common goals. That is why it is a team. The team leader cannot be pointed out for everything.
Okay. Thank you guys for your views. I would like to give the floor to Karan from ISG. Karan from ISG, can you hear us? Can you please give your views? Karan, you requested the floor.
Yes. I had a point to make.
Yes.
In, a singular leader wouldn't be. All groups won't need a singular leader to lead them. Rather, various people can organize certain parts of each. Could organize certain parts of each organization. For example, in a, when a team is working together, 3 or 4 people could organize different parts of the organization to help it run smoothly rather than one person trying to organize everything. So the workload is distributed and people are more effectively working together.
Okay, so everybody's been stretching our points and finding different interpretations for it. But all that we're trying to say is, okay, one person likes, as Shivamika said, one person likes vanilla ice cream with chocolate syrup. One person likes it with sprinkles, and one person likes it with strawberry syrup. But there'll be one person who says, "Hey, I like it with chocolate syrup, strawberry syrup, and sprinkles," so we can work together. So that person would be called a leader.
And why again and again the leader that we are trying to put as is being kind of seen as that if I have an opinion, you will have that opinion. We are not talking of that leader. A leader is someone who listens to each and every opinion and forms a broad opinion of that. We includes all uniqueness that is in the team, because if we were to work without a leader, what would happen if this uniqueness would not come together into one point? I get it. Some people can do it in kind of maybe on their own, but a lot of times it is required that maybe a group of people or a singular person does that so that each and every person is happy.
The job of a leader is to bring mutual understanding. It's like to combine all the ideas of the team members. That's what a leader does.
There's a reason why.
Cool.
Wait. Thank you for your views. I would like to give the floor to our very own delegate.
Hi. We here, we pretty much, in my general opinion, we pretty much agree with your points, and we think that a leader is just someone who is pretty much equal to every other team member, but just guides everyone else in the right direction. At, say in sports, like you guys know cricket, right? So in cricket, they have captains, and but the captain cannot win the game on his own. He needs the rest of the team to win the game and actually do anything. So pretty much the same thing. The leader needs the entire team and cannot do anything else without the members. Thank you.
Thank you. Um, Last, any more questions? This is the last question. Raise your hands. Okay. Birla Public School. One last question, one last opinion, views.
Yeah, I have a point to make to RKK GPS. In general. In general, earlier RKK GPS was saying that a leader is.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Please.
Birla Public School, they can really hear you clearly.
Earlier, RKK's GPS was saying that it is not about the team, it is about the leader. If a leader is wrong, then the team is wrong.
We never said that. We never said
No,
that.
no, they are changing the point.
Contradicting your point. Exactly. Contradicting your point. Earlier, you were saying that if the leader is wrong.
Can we say it again?
You have contradicted your point.
What we were saying is that there should be a mutual understanding between the leader and the team members.
That's what we are saying.
But when did we ever say that the team is all about the leader? It can never be about the leader. A team is supposed to be a team and it's about its members.
No, you said.
I guess I'm not able to understand what point are you trying to take up.
I am really sorry to say so, but you never said so until a student from Genesis Global raised his point that a team can go without a leader. After that, you were the one who said that a leader is the one who gets it on the right path. Exactly.
But having a leader does not mean that the leader is the one who is at the top. Leader is not having a leader is important, but it does not mean that the leader is at the top.
Just think about your school.
You know, for examples like back and river and leader goes in the wrong path, then what is it? You are contradicting your point now.
Your interpretations are not what we said.
We're not interpreting it. We're not interpreting it. That's not what you said.
These are not interpretations.
It's not
These are what we heard.
It's not any other
Guys,
language. Like
a little slower. A little slower.
Anyways, thank you. Thank you for.
Let's end this on like a peaceful note. Let's forget what it like whatever. Good healthy discussion.
Great job,
It's a
guys.
good healthy discussion.
Serena from ISG, you had raised a question, I guess.
Yeah, I want to ask RK, how do they mean by saying the leader is a Hitler?
And we said that we're not putting the leader as the Hitler. Not N-O-T.
Listen, Hitler itself, Hitler himself was a very good leader for his team. You can't say that. Itself.
Can only one person speak?
Yeah,
guys, one person at a time.
Please, the person that put the question, please speak.
I'm giving the floor to ISG. Can you guys please speak? In the public school, you will be given the floor later. ISG.
I asked, well, how can they say that a Hitler, leader is a Hitler?
I'll repeat her exact words. She said, I don't know why a leader is seen as a Hitler figure. Exact words.
You can't compare it.
We never said, we mean that why is a leader
You're saying it in a negative side. And Hitler wasn't a negative side of a leader.
Ironically, Hitler was a good leader.
His motives were just bad.
We are talking about dictatorship and how
Hitler was
kind
a
of
great leader.
Hitler. Do you know Hitler was a dictator and that he pushed his views?
Obviously, we know why did he reach this much high?
We mean by that. May I? we say that
GPS, yes, you
maybe
can speak.
we say that a leader should not be a dictator figure, rather as an understander of the team. I
You should
guess
have
you just
said like that before.
I guess the word sarcasm was I was trying to be sarcastic in that point. That a
But then it
leader
didn't
should
come out
not
like that.
figure. Is a leader supposed to be a Hitler figure? No, he isn't. The answer is no, he isn't.
How can you say that?
May I know who's giving the view? I'm giving the floor to Birla Public School. You can start, guys, slowly.
Yeah, good. First of all, we never said Hitler as our leader. In my view, Hitler was a good leader because he actually led an army. Fine, that army did not contradict whatever he did. First, second, Hitler was a dictator. If you go on the government front, fine. And talking about leadership, everyone knows Osama bin Laden, right? He was a very great leader because he led his team with the same points, with the same view, but he was not a good person. Got it? We never say that leaders need to be like Hitler or something, but we just say that a leader is a person who reflects team.
May I just have a minute?
Yeah.
May I just have a minute?
RKKGPS, yes, you
Uh,
can speak.
in all kind of let's just push it, let's not let it escalate that quickly. What we said by that statement is that a leader should not press his opinions on his team leaders. We just tried to kind of demonstrate that with the Hitler example. Of course, Hitler has his own different aspects as a leader and as his other aspects as well. We took the aspect that just the aspect that a leader should not press his opinions on the team. That's it. That is it.
Um, any more questions? One last question, guys. Just one last question or views. One last view. Anyone? Genesis Public School? Punjab? Yes, Punjab. Public School, you are given the floor.
Guys, how do we define a real leader? A real leader, according to us, is the leader.
So, and dragging Hitler in between, and we totally agree with RKK GPS that Hitler was working towards the national of his national integrity and not something to say anything like get against anyone. Hitler was working for his own country, but he didn't listen to anyone what other had to say. He totally destroyed the Jews, and so leadership is important for a team to have a team represented in a proper form. Thank you.
Thank you for your views. RKKGPS, would you like to say anything?
That's it. A good leader is somebody who understands the team, takes the team together, but is a part of the team, understands the uniqueness, gets the uniqueness together, does not oppress the team. That is it.
Great.
And can be approachable.
Thank you for your views. Birla Public School. Birla Public School, can a member or delegate from your group please stand up or please come in front of the mic a little closer?
Speaking of what my friends in RTK and Punjab Public School just spoke, I would like to say that a leader is not just a person who would always listen to his team's views. What if his team says that we need to blow up United Nations building? Is that something right? No, right? A leader is a person who gets his team on a correct path, not on the path the team wants to go. A leader is supposed to impose when he's right, but the team is supposed to go against him when he's wrong. It's not necessary that you leave upon the leader all the time or you leave upon the team every time. But you need to come up with a common platform that says, yes, you are right. If that platform is not on the right stage, then I'm really sorry, not the leader, neither the team is good. Or else we wouldn't have been having ISIS, Taliban. Even ISIS speaks of national integrity. What does the national integrity say? Making everyone in a or like kicking everyone into one single religion? I don't think that's sensible. And speaking of Hitler, he killed Jews. What is that? Was Hitler in this point? In this part? No, right? Please.
We would make no comments on the interpretations of others on our comments on our views. That's it. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I would like to give the floor to my fellow. So this is Munem. He is going to give you guys the summary of the whole Barazza session right now.
Thank you everyone for participating in the first ever virtual conference being hosted by Chittagong Grammar School. We have had a lot of discussion today about what the power of we can do in various areas. Well, we were talking about leadership. We have a leader here. I have Moin. Moin, can you come here? Well, he's an amazing leader because he did not press issues upon. We had several work areas which we divided among ourselves. He was just a coordinator. He did not see himself as someone superior, but we worked together as companions. That's what the power of lies. We need to explore the power of we and leave. Hello? Can you listen to me? Okay. We need to explore the power of we and live that me thing from our heart. That's what the power of teamwork is. Well, thank you everyone for participating today. It has been an amazing experience for all of us. Thank you.
Big round of applause, guys. I really want to thank RKKGPS School and ISG and Bila Public School and the public Punjab Public School and Genesis Global School. Thank you everyone for participating in the first ever virtual conference in the Round Square history, guys. Round Square history first time.
Thank you for organizing such meeting.
I'm sorry if there are. I'm sorry, really sorry for the inconvenience and the glitches. This is the first time we are hosting the virtual conference. I hope next time will be better. Thank you, guys. I hope you had a great time. Bye bye.
Thank
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. It was great hosting you. Bye.
Thank you.
Wait.